Hey, this is Sylvester Stallone, aka Sly. You're listening to the Landon Show, so that must mean you already know it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. You already know. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut, I know they gon' fiend. Everything Mississippi to the Palm Springs. Welcome back to the Landon Show. Dan, welcome back.
What's going on?
Oh,
it's been a while,
just a bad boy gone clean, Dan. You know me.
Is that how it is?
Yep. It is great to be back here. I've had an itch. I've been fiery.
It's been getting pretty bad, actually. I've been needing to be here.
Yep, me too. Guys, we apologize for the long hiatus. Let's get into why. First of all,
there's lots.
There is lots
that got us here.
My old house burned down.
For real.
For real.
It really burned down. Lost everything, didn't you? Pretty much.
Yep, pretty much. Got a couple.
What lived?
Pairs of shoes.
You told me the iPad survived a flame.
The iPad survived. I'm not even kidding. All my Harrison Ford DVDs. A book of poems called Another Small Fire.
I thought you were gonna say your Book of Mormon.
No, that went first.
Oh.
I threw that back in when I saw it made it. No, I'm just kidding. But ironically, the movie Heat, a book of poems called Another Small Fire, and honestly, all my Harrison Ford DVDs.
Oh shit!
Of course, I got to take a picture of them all, and we'll put it on the site or something. But they all made it. Bit? None of the Harrison Ford. Well, a couple of them are singed. But you could tell, sort of Harrison Ford is sort of pushing off the heat and fire. But yeah, it was an electrical fire, older house.
The house was made of like fucking kindling wood.
Yeah, but it was really beautiful wood.
It was
this guy
really cool.
Hand built it, that house and the house next to it. But unfortunately, because of all that wood, it made it burn faster. And we'd been gone for maybe an hour. We were on our way to IKEA, and then we got a call saying there was a fire truck outside our house.
Yeah.
And anyway,
what were you gonna get at IKEA?
Some furniture. I can't remember.
So it's good that you didn't get it. I mean, that would have burned too, right?
Yeah. One less bookshelf, I guess. Unfortunately, most all of my books that I'd had stored up at my parents' house forever, I brought a huge load of my favorite ones and unfortunately put them on the shelf just maybe the week of the fire. Yeah. So I got to rebuild my library.
Well, that'll teach you.
So I'm done with reading. Fuck that.
Put it on your iPad.
No, books for life, for sure.
Benchmark Books, brought to you by Benchmark Books.
That's right. But so had to get a new place, but I really like the new place more, to be honest. And first of all, thank you to everyone who donated their time, efforts, supplies, etc. Thanks to the Red Cross for giving the care package, which consisted of floss and toothpaste and a wash rag after our house burned down.
It's not like the care package from Call of Duty.
No, which that's a bomb, isn't it?
Well, they give you. There's all kinds of different care packages. You can get like a missile strike, and
they float down. Right.
Yeah, they float down. Wouldn't that have been cool if they actually like tossed stuff to you?
That would have been.
That would have been better. Like getting toothpaste from a helicopter.
That would have been cool.
Or an airplane, for sure.
Yeah.
Or a guy parachutes it in. It's like, hey, we heard.
Yes.
That's all I'd have to say.
He just lands on the roof of my car.
Yeah.
You know what? I thought my keys were at the epicenter of the fire, which had keys to not only this studio, but my car and the house. And my car was outside and was fine, but I thought my keys were just done. Because there was this blob of melted steel on this table where I usually put my keys. And that was something else. I don't know what it was. Maybe one of our gold bars or something. We hoarded tons of gold there. Most of it made it, though, luckily.
Yeah.
But anyway, found the keys. You know what was weird? It's been really, really hot here. And when we went back in, and when I went back in to go look for my keys,
Yeah.
I was putting my fingers around in the couch and the ash and everything. Nothing was wet from the fire truck people.
Because
Firefighters, they're called. That's what they're called.
Because it all
I
evaporated?
guess, but it was maybe only an hour later or so. It was weird. It was like moving through ash and like the stuff from the furniture, the couch. What do you call that? The guts of the couch. Foam. Yeah. That word,
I don't know what your couch is made of, but I assume foam or
something from NASA.
Something plush.
Really, yeah.
Real plush.
Really plush.
Was it a leather couch? Did it smell like burning cow?
No. Well, no.
No.
Which I have smelled that, and it's really awkward. We don't need to talk about high school again.
Nobody got hurt at all.
No, nobody hurt, luckily.
That's good.
Just a couple dogs and just all of our pets and one of the neighbor kids, but no one from our family.
Yeah. No real loss.
No real loss. One kid with Downs. No, I'm just kidding. No. Nobody was hurt. Luckily. But anyway, enough about the fire. New place, better, bigger, future. And now we're back.
For sure.
And we're back with the Landon show.
But that wasn't the only reason that we were gone. I mean, there was so much more that kept us away. I moved to Arizona for quite a while. Actually, I've been down there.
Yeah, speaking of hot as fire.
Yeah, I know. That place, the hottest I've seen so far is 117. That place fucking sucks.
There is no God in Arizona.
Could you I work inside, which is nice there, and it's air conditioned, but every time you walk outside, it's just like somebody's kicking you in the fucking balls.
How do you bring ice? You have to have special bags, huh? To get ice cream from the store to your house.
I've never got ice cream.
Really?
Nope.
You're weight conscious. Good for you.
Yep.
Did you hear that high five, everyone?
It looks like it got in there. No, the hottest I've seen is 117, and that sucked. But working inside is nice. But could you imagine if you were like a road construction worker
or a roofer
or a roofer, a landscaper, anything outside really? I mean, it's gonna suck. It just has to suck. I drank so much more water than I've ever drank before.
Really?
Just even being down there, just walking around outside just wears you out. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. But I wait for the summer, I wait for the winter. It's going to be nice.
Where it's only like 95 in the winter?
Yeah. It gets down to like 65, 70 in the daytime and then 40, 50
really?
In the night, yeah.
Hey, do they have something like Twilight? You know how they have the free Twilight concerts here?
I don't know. I haven't really gotten out into the nightlife there. I've been to a couple movies alone, and that's about it. I haven't met anybody or don't hang out with anybody or I just work and then go to sleep. So
I went really to busy. The Erykah Badu concert here, Twilight.
I don't know who that is.
That was cool. You don't know who Erykah Badu is? Oh my, she's chitch.
But I do know who Ludacris is.
Luda.
Yep, yeah. He was there.
Yeah, this was Thursday. It was last Thursday.
Yep, and who's coming this week? Do you know?
No.
Kid Cudi.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want to go to that. I like Kid Cudi.
I just think Kid Cudi needs more emotion in his
day
voice.
And night. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. That's how he sings.
I'm Kid Cudi, and this is my song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nav it.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Speaking of songs, so have you heard the whole controversy with Kendrick Lamar?
No.
Putting everyone on blast, if you will.
I haven't.
Which I think is good, and he's talking about the lack of lyricism in rap culture now. And then he goes to name several people, basically saying, I'm coming for you. And speaking of Ludacris, my friend and former radio associate named Mira interviewed Ludacris on U92 and talked to him about that. And it was cool to see what he thought, and he thinks it's a good idea for rap, to sort of raise the bar. Because honestly, Lil Wayne is garbage.
Yeah.
Lollipop, give me a break. He's had nothing good since Carter 3 mixtapes.
Since he went to prison.
Yeah. Since he couldn't have lean while he was in prison.
Yeah.
But anyway, this isn't a rap show, but it is relevant because we're talking about that and we're talking about Ludacris.
Yeah.
But back to Harrison Ford, like we should always come back to. If you've been following the Twitter sphere, the new Expendables movie they're filming right now, Sylvester Stallone, and
AKA Sly.
AKA Sly. You ain't gonna believe this, but this is Sly right here. And anyway, on Twitter, he said, Willis out, Harrison Ford in for the new Expendables. And his next tweet, or the order of tweets may be reversed, but he was like, laziness and greed, a sure recipe for failure. And then the next thing we find out is Bruce Willis was thrown out, or, not his role was given to Harrison Ford because Bruce Willis wanted $4 million for like 3 days of shooting.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and Sly just said, never.
Does he direct it?
I think so. I think I don't know if he directs it, but he's the producer, one of them.
Crazy.
And
that's a lot
how
of
much
money.
more badass does that make Expendables now?
What does Bruce Willis do? He sucks at acting.
I have a theory about Bruce Willis, and it is, or at least one of them, he charges extra to laugh. When's the last time you saw him laugh in a movie? It was the original Die Hard, huh? And it was like this. Or that wasn't a good one, but it's like a dry laugh. He doesn't know how to do it. I feel like he's uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah, he is.
I think he laughs in that one.
Does he? They paid him extra.
How much does
they
it
have
cost?
to pay him. I don't know, but I bet they paid him extra to laugh because he doesn't do it.
We should try to figure that out.
Yeah, maybe we'll get him on here sometime.
Yeah.
I hear he comes through a lot.
He does. Actually.
Good. Maybe he'll be coming for Twilight.
For Kid Cudi?
Yeah.
Probably not. I don't see that happening.
Big rap fan. What's the big deal?
Is that how he talks?
I don't know. I
like
feel
a
like
child predator.
he's either. Hey, what's going on? You're 13. No, but I feel like he's either. He and Kiefer Sutherland are almost always either whispering or yelling in all their movies. There's no middle ground. It's either like, then why am I here? Don't be a dick. That's why I'm here. Or else they're yelling. Same way Kiefer Sutherland was in 24. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
Chloe, I need the statistics right now. Send me the specs and the layout. He'd be on his blackboard blue key. The blue key. What do you put in your ear? Blue head. Blue chip.
Keep going.
Blue note.
Mm-hmm.
Blue jay. Blue job. That's the past tense. Blue ear. Blue here. Bluetooth.
There
we go. The Bluetooth. That's secure. Yeah. But I still like Kiefer Sutherland. He's chitch.
He's good. He's got a cool voice. Do you ever see the movie
Lost
Booth?
Boys.
Phone
What?
Booth?
Yeah, I did.
That's him in
It
that.
was good. Yeah. And it was really good because it kept my attention the whole time, even though the entire 93-minute movie takes place inside a fucking phone booth.
Yep.
That's it.
It was filmed in 17 hours too. Did you know that?
I believe it.
The whole movie.
I
done
believe
17
it.
hours. That's all. They would only give them. They only gave them 20 hours to film the movie. Brooklyn
Wow.
did.
Oh, really?
That's all they could get their permit for, to take that spot. Because they closed a whole street down for that. That's all they'd give them is 20
Wow.
hours for the whole movie, and they spent it all there.
What's Forrest Whitaker was in that movie too.
He was.
He was a police officer.
Yeah.
My left eye and my shortness of breath each got one Academy Award. I got one for my left eye, and I got one for my shortness of breath. Even though I lost a bunch of weight, I still talk like this. And now I'm in a movie called The Butler, and I can look at two trays at once because I have a wonky eye. I look at Oprah with this eye, and I look at the food with my other eye. I'm Forrest Whitaker, go see my movie. Oprah got ripped off in Switzerland. I don't appreciate that. I'm getting more worked up. She tried to buy a $38,000 bag, and both my eyes went crazy when I heard that. They said she probably couldn't afford it, and then I had two wonky eyes after I first heard that. Did you hear that, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Ridiculous.
She's fucking stupid. What's she doing?
The lady in Switzerland didn't think Oprah could afford it. She obviously didn't know who Oprah was. But listen to this. This is the breakdown of promotions. So right before The Butler comes out, Oprah keeps talking about the Switzerland thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right before Jobs comes out, Ashton Kutcher, he, goes on the Teen Video Music Awards and says, be generous, be smart. The sexiest thing is to be smart. And I guarantee you that will play out so much better. More people will watch Jobs. I watched Jobs tonight.
Did you?
Yeah. And it was really good. I had no idea he was on the spectrum, the autism spectrum. But it's very apparent when you watch his mannerisms.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. I liked it.
Steve Jobs is a weird guy.
Yeah.
He never talked. The only time, that's why it was so crazy that he started doing those press releases for Apple.
Uh-huh.
He never did them, and he always had like a fear of talking.
Did he have a fear of belts? What was up with the jeans and no belts?
I don't know. I don't know.
I know he can afford one, and the New
whipped.
Balance shoes. I don't understand that.
He was probably paid
to not wear belts.
No, he's probably paid to wear New Balance shoes, though.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Do you think?
Price of black shirts went up that day.
They probably did.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Did you hear about the shirts that Kanye West was selling or making? Or kind of endorsing, I guess you could say.
Yes, ridiculous.
It's
$120 for a plain white T-shirt.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yes, and I guarantee you, people bought it by the truckload.
They did. It doesn't say on this site that we're on, but I heard that he sold over like 5,000 of them.
That's $28 million
on plain white tees that you could go to fucking Kmart and get bags and bags and bags of them.
Wow.
People are fucking stupid.
What's the most expensive shirt you've bought? Like T-shirt. T-shirt.
I don't know. I've never bought an expensive T-shirt. I don't buy expensive shirts. I bought an expensive dress shirt. It was $110.
Okay.
But I've had it for like 6 years or more. Like you wear like to church, or not to church, but grandma's funeral or something. Gotta look nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you know
how it is. So. Well, so somebody told me that they called someone as Karl Malone.
Okay.
And the other person thought it was Karl Malone. He thanked me for the voice lessons.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is this?
His name is Chase, and he's heard a bunch of Karl prank calls, and he was around for some of the original Karl prank calls to like Karl Malone Toyota, and Karl Malone need a blue F-350. Bring it out here. And if this is the first Landon show that you've heard, check our catalog of shows, and you will hear another original Karl Malone prank call in which we call a Karl Malone car dealership, and they get a car ready.
It's on the best of.
It is on the best of.
And it's also on Karl Malone. I think it's episode number 32.
I think it's on KarlMalone.com too. You know how it is. I added Karl Malone on Twitter.
Did you?
Yeah. He knows how it is. Karl Malone say, yup, hello.
It doesn't exist.
Well, all right. KarlMalone.com doesn't really.
What?
But he
We
is
should get
on
it.
my Twitter. We should get it.
Why don't we get
Go,
it?
Daddy Dis. Okay, Dan. 32. We make an offer.
We're making
for
an offer.
Cavalo.com.
$32.
We see
Oh shit!
euros.
The minimum bid of €1,000
What's the conversion rate?
right there. 100 is 75.
Oh, dang.
So they want.
So that's like $10,000.
That's
It's like $1,100.
a little bit more.
$1,300.
$1,300.
Ooh, $1,350. $1,348.
37. 36.
1,335.
1,335.
34.8.
Oh, 1,000.
$1,334 equals 1,000 euros.
This is good radio.
Yeah, this is great.
If you guys were wondering, that's the answer. So
Yeah, we're also gonna have a math segment on this show from now on. By the way, I don't ever
Going
have to
back to
take
school?
math again. I thought I did. This math class has been haunting me, and I am not a math-brained person.
but you do still have to go back to school.
I got one class left. My advisor called me the other day, told me I have one class left, and I'm gonna get that done.
And how long does that
Done,
class take?
son.
Communications?
Yeah, 1 semester, and it's just like an introductory class.
What is that,
Could
like
do it
3
with-
years?
3 years and heavy.
I'm just kidding. Hope you don't pass
But
that.
I'm stoked about that. Oh,
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
should just
pass
give him a
easy.
copy of our podcast and say,
I should.
This is us
No
communicating.
kidding.
This is me communicating. Now give me an A, bitch.
Amen.
What is his name? I'll write him a letter of
Okay.
recommendation.
I'll give you his name off the air.
Okay. What's his name? We're not
Are
recording.
we off? Are we done?
We haven't been recording
Oh,
for like
okay.
an hour.
His name's Stephen Nicholson.
Okay.
His house is 5534 North, 72 East
That's not
in
even
North
possible.
Salt Lake.
That's not even possible.
Why?
You'd be in Bountiful.
Yeah, that's North
North
Salt
Salt
Lake
Lake,
is
okay.
bountiful.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's actually about where Elizabeth Smart was held captive.
really
Be about
no.
right.
That's where she was taken.
Yeah, where she was taken to.
I don't know where you are.
You
Taken
should call-
and
you should
taken
call
to.
her and do that.
I don't know who you are.
Do you think she likes that movie?
Taken.
Take her on a date to
Do you
that
think
fucking
her-
movie. You're gonna really like this one, baby.
Wow, I met Elizabeth Smart once.
Nice.
Did I tell you?
Yeah, I used to hang out with her actually.
Before she came over, I remember I was like, oh no, not I. Someone else there was like, I'm gonna tell her my name is Emmanuel.
God.
And but anyway, when she came in, I met her. I acted like I didn't know who she was. So I feel like everywhere she goes, she's like, "Yeah, it's me."
You
You
should
know?
have just gotten on
Like,
the phone
you're
and called the police and be
Elizabeth?
like, I found her.
Yeah, but she seemed nice.
Yeah, she's super nice. Anyway.
Yeah, that is a good question. If she likes those
Taken.
kind of movies, yeah.
I bet she does.
Liam Neeson is my favorite actor.
She,
They have to make a movie about Elizabeth Smart, don't you think?
I've been waiting for it.
Right? It's
Yep.
got to be coming. Why not Liam Neeson anyway? Liam Neeson could get what was his name? Not Emmanuel. He had like a 3-word name. John Walker Lind. No, that was
What did he do?
he was a
One of the
American-born
suspects?
terrorist.
The suspect?
The suspect's name was, what was his name? I can't remember. Anyway, but they should have an Elizabeth Smart movie.
Yeah, I agree. We want to make it?
Yeah.
In a quiet valley along the Wasatch Mountains comes one family's story that would affect the entire nation. The abduction of Elizabeth Smart. With Academy Award winner Christopher Walken as Brian David Mitchell, and Britain's Got Talent's Susan Boyle as Wanda Barzay, and also Eliza Cuthbert as Elizabeth Smart.
Wanda, take this knife. We got a little job to do tonight. Go to the window.
A family torn apart.
Elizabeth!
The harrowing tale of Mormons gone crazy. This summer, Taken 3, the Elizabeth Smart story.
Hello, this is Morgan Freeman for another installment of FanDjango, bringing you the latest in all African American films today. Make watching movies a priority. Number 1, we have The Butler, featuring Forrest Whitaker and Oprah Winfrey. Next up, we have Percy Jackson. I don't even know what's in this movie, but Percy Jackson is a black-sounding name. Next, we have Two Guns, featuring Denzel. I personally think Denzel should drop his last name just like Oprah did. We all know Denzel, and we all know Oprah. There's no mystery. That's it for FanDjango. I'm off to go make another Visa commercial.
A Maine attorney attacked by a polar bear last month has returned home from Canada and is scheduled to undergo surgery on his jaw. The Maine Sunday Telegram reports Matthew Dyer returned home last week after spending 3 weeks in a Montreal hospital. Dyer's wife tells the newspaper flew home Tuesday night and is scheduled for surgery Monday. Dyer was dragged from his tent in Torngat Mountains National Park at the northern tip of Labrador on July 24th. He sustained a broken jaw and neck injuries. The bear broke through a fucking electrified fence! A Parks Canada spokesman says the group has been advised to hire an armed guard, but declined.
Oh, God. You gotta love the angry news, man. No?
Oh, yeah.
You zoned out there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Fuck that. It's gotta be pretty intense inside your little head, dude.
Gots to.
Oh, shit. So, just a quick recap of the show. Elizabeth Smart. Fuck.
We don't have to give them a recap.
We don't?
No. They
Fuck
just
'em.
listen to it.
No, recap. Recap it.
Okay.
Elizabeth Smart, FanDjango, Percy Jackman.
Jackson.
Yep. And
Whatever.
yeah.
I don't know the difference,
Yeah.
but I will tell you real quickly another film I have seen. It's called Harry Brown with Michael Caine. No, it's not a dirty pornographic movie about African Americans. Although that is what I named my penis. It's Harry Brown. No, my son. Harry Brown is with Michael Caine. He is an older gentleman and he finds justice on the streets. He makes his own. Anyway, go see Harry Brown. Thank you for listening again to the Landon Show. Had to make it short and sweet.
Yep.
But we will be back. Thank
Next
you for your
Sunday.
patience during the hiatus. And we'll catch you again.